Welcome to Relationship Coaching Live, where we talk about relationships. It can be anything. It can be relationship with a partner, relationship with your parents, relationship with a friend, even relationship with your GPS. So today we are going to talk about the top 10 signs of a male narcissist. Have you ever felt like you're caught in a whirlwind relationship that leaves you drained instead of fulfilled? Well, today we're exposing the top 10 signs of a male narcissist so you can spot the red flags before you're in too deep. Grab a pen because these are the warning signs no one talks about, but everyone needs to know. So let's dive in. So, sign number one, we're going to go from 1 to 10. It's a grandiose sense of self-importance. What is that? Well, a narcissist will often exaggerate achievements or talents. We know those people, right? And they expect you to treat him like he's the center of the universe. He may constantly remind you of his big plans, right? Or how lucky you are to be with someone like him. We've all experienced that. And please, by the way, in the comments, let me know if you've experienced a male narcissist, whether it's a partner, again, it can be your parents, it can be a brother, a sister, a boss, anybody that you have to deal with. So you often wonder, like, is this person a narcissist or am I tripping? No, you're not tripping, okay? So, like we said, the grandiose sense of self-importance is a very, very obvious sign, okay? And why this matters? Because this sets the stage for how he expects to be treated, which is like a king, while you're left as the servant. Yes, I dated a celebrity who was an older celebrity who was a narcissist, and yeah, I was like the not so important person when we were in public, and he was the important one, which whatever, I really didn't care. I kind of got used to it at some point, but you don't have to get used to it. If you can cut ties with a narcissist, definitely do it. Block them. Just if they're toxic for you. Now, if you can handle the narcissist, then, and you have to, because that's another thing. If you have to for a while until you can get out, these are really, I'm going to actually do another video as far as how to deal on an emotional level with these traits, okay? With like having to deal with a narcissist even though you don't want to. But today we're just going to do the plain facts, top 10 signs. Boom. Okay. All right, you guys. Sign number 2, lack of empathy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if he struggles or outright refuses to understand or care about your feelings, like if you're upset, he'll either dismiss it or twist the situation to make it all about him, right? It's all about them. And why this matters? Because empathy is the backbone of a healthy relationship. And without it, you're left feeling invisible. And that's another thing. You feel like you don't matter with them, but they kind of tell you matter and you're important to them. But then with their actions, they kind of show you that you're not. So not only listen to what they say, because they tell a lot of lies, but also, so listen, sometimes they tell them themselves. That's what I'm trying to say. But also look at the actions, and just write down this top 10 list if you can. And just, put it in your notes on your iPhone or on a piece of paper or on a little sticky pad thing. I love these. Those are my favorite. I have them all over the place. But just remember, if they have like 80% of these traits, yeah, you're with an arc. Anyway, all right. So let's go to sign number 3, excessive need for validation. So the thing is that narcissists thrive on attention and compliments, okay? And it's okay to want a compliment if you're like, do I look good in this dress, or do I look good in this fit? Great. That there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said before in many of my videos, there's a spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder, and we all kind of fall into some kind of narcissism, but like the selfie type of narcissism is not that important unless it's accompanied with most of these traits. Okay. So why does excessive need for validation matters? Because his constant neediness can be emotionally exhausting for you and often feels like a one-sided dynamic. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's tell me how I look and how cool I am, but I'm not going to tell you how cool you are. Even if you ask me, maybe I'll just throw you a little bone. Oh, they're good at throwing bones. Like, yeah, all right, and sometimes also they're good at, we're going to talk about that, about just bombing you with compliments. So that's another one, but we'll talk about it a little bit further down this video. Okay. Number 4, sign that he's a narcissist. And it is manipulative behavior. Oh my gosh, we all know someone like that, right? He uses guilt, charm, or even threats to get what he wants. Now, the guilt and the charm is one level of narcissism, but the threats, that's just borderline. Like he's probably capable of being violent. So I would say, because I've met people like that. And so you have to be very careful. If somebody threatens you, first of all, that's bullying. Bye, 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 bye. Never see you again. I don't put up with that. I don't know about you guys, but I don't. That just says a lot about a person. And even if they apologize, it's like, no, not for me. So this could be like the manipulative behavior could be as subtle as saying, something like, you don't really love me if you won't do this, or as overt as outright lying. Yeah. Why does this matter? Because manipulation erodes trust and creates a toxic cycle that's hard to escape. Yes, because once we start being manipulated, we kind of get used to it. And I know this sounds crazy, but I remember, with my experiences with narcissists, like narcissistic personality disorder, like top of the line narcissist, you get into that toxic cycle and it's almost like you put up with it because it's kind of like, okay, I'm in this relationship. Maybe they're having a bad day. He's having a bad day or whatever. So just don't put up with it. Okay. Definitely don't. Number 5. Let's go with number 5 now. And it's a sense of entitlement. Oh my gosh. We all know someone like this, right? He expects special treatment without putting in the effort to earn it. Yes. And on top of that, special treatment, if you're bullying me and you're being mean to me at times, no, I don't think so. So whether it's like cutting in line or getting the best seat or having your cancel plans for him, his need always comes first. It doesn't matter. It's even if they fake it, because remember, they lie. So they might tell you otherwise, but watch their actions and also listen, because again, they will tell on themselves. And another thing I always say, with a narcissist, an accusation is a confession. So if they're telling you, oh, you're an idiot, or whatever, they insult you, that's what they think of themselves. That's what they are. Or they don't think of themselves as that, but they deep down, they know who they are. Or you're mean and you're not mean. And they're like, you're mean. Because I remember I had one, like, it was, you're mean. And I was like, like how? And he was mean, very, very mean. So anyway, so sense of entitlement, where, why it matters? Why? Because a relationship can't thrive when one person always takes without giving. A relationship it takes two to tango, right? So no. Anyway, we're going to go to number 6. We're going to just go through these and then we're going to talk about other things about narcissism. But I want to get through these because I want you guys to spot these traits and definitely take care of yourselves, okay? And do whatever you need to do, whether it's cut ties or not engage with them. Another thing is not engaging with them is a good idea, or just plain block them. Okay, so number 6. This one is one of my favorite because they do it so much. Blames others for everything. Oh yeah, it's like the devil made me do it kind of thing. Nothing is ever his fault. If he loses his job, it's his boss's fault. If you're upset, it's because you're too sensitive. We met people like this, right? It's not because they said something mean. Oh, it's a joke. No, honey, it's not a joke. You just said something really mean about me and I don't appreciate it. But it's always you. It's your fault. You just can't take a joke. You're too sensitive. You're whatever. You know, they always find an excuse. They're masters at it. And you remember, the older they are, this was what I find. The older they are, the better they are at the game. Like I know people in their 80s that are, oh my gosh, like so good at it that it's like a master class in narcissism. It's very sad. So anyway, so why it matters? Because this refusal to take accountability forces you into the role of the problem solver, which is emotionally exhausting. You know, they might come up with a story and it's always the other people. It's him or her, you know, it's her fault, his fault. And it's not like they never go into themselves and it's like, well, was it me that I did something to provoke this person and have that reaction? Or is it truly this person said something mean and I reacted a certain way? No, it's all about, they don't even question themselves. Remember that. Narcissists don't even question themselves. So just don't take it. Just don't take it, please, ever. You don't have to take their sheesh. All right. Number 7, charm with a hidden agenda. Because at first, oh, honey, they're like Prince Charming, attentive, sweet, magnetic. I love you. You're the love of my life. You're amazing. You're incredible. But this charm often fades when he feels like he's secured your trust or commitment. They feel or they think that they secured it. That doesn't mean that they have. Okay. And why this matters, okay, this charm, it's also called love bombing. Okay. It's a phase where they hook you in and they make it really hard to see his true colors later, because you're always going back to, oh my gosh, but you know, he was so nice to me and so sweet. And he told me he loved me and he was crazy in love with me. And what? No, it's all a plan to hook you into their game so they can get supply, emotional supply from you. We're going to dive deeper into all of that. And there's some videos actually that if you scroll to, if you go to the playlist that says Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, you'll have tons of videos there. They're all compact, some relationship coaching live and some are not. And there's a lot of things that I talk about with narcissism because it's an endless topic. Trust me, it's ridiculous. So charm with a hidden agenda. So why it matters? Because the love bombing phase hooks you in. And like we said, then you're hooked in. And once you're hooked in, very hard to get out. But you can. It's possible. Okay. By the way, I provide relationship coaching sessions. And if you want to book a 30-minute free session, please just message me on Instagram. Follow me first, okay? Because you have to follow me first. It's at the State of Grace Fraga. So I can get it in the inbox. That's the one where I can see the messages, okay? All right, you guys. So we are going to reveal sign number 2. Wait. Did I say 2? You know what I'm doing? When I do the top 10 with Grace, I go from 10 to 1. So I'm like, sounds about right. We're about a 2 now. But no, we're not. Okay. So now it's going to be, let me see, sign number Here it is. 8. There it is. I just had to look at the banners. Gaslighting. He makes you question your reality by denying things he said or done, making you doubt your own memory or feelings. Okay. Please remember, you are not the one with the bad memory. And what I recommend, once you start noticing this behavior in him, keep receipts, screenshot your text messages. Even, I know this is, I'm not going to say tape him, but I don't know. It's up to you. I would say just keep receipts. Yeah, I wish I would have done that, because I'd be like, wait, what? Am I losing my memory? Do I need some ginkgo biloba? What is happening? He's the older guy, not me. What? Okay. But no, it wasn't me. For sure, it wasn't me. And then also what you can do, and I did this, I would tell a friend, like, he said this, this, and that, right? If it was something that really mattered to me, and then I would have a witness, like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. I did that in the end, because I didn't catch on until later, because I had no idea what narcissistic abuse was until it was revealed to me. Okay, so for example, I never said that, or you're imagining things. Alarm, red flag. Please just watch out when they say that, okay? And why does it matter? Because gaslighting keeps you off balance and easier to control. Because when you start doubting yourself, then you start doubting, are they a narcissist? Are they being mean to me? Are they, you start asking questions, because you're not a narcissist. And so you have a conscience, right? And so you're able to ask yourself questions about yourself and look in the mirror and be like, is it me? That whenever something happens, I'm always like, is it me? I'm always like, did I do anything wrong, or anything that I shouldn't have done, or that upset this person? So that people who are not in the spectrum, usually that's where they go. Okay. Gaslighting is a huge one. Huge. So this one, I would say the love bombing and the gaslighting, those two are a telltale all. Just if you see those, sense those, feel those, start taking notes, honey, because you might be with a narcissist. Okay. So like I was saying, relationship coaching, if you need, I'm certified IAP, whether it's narcissistic abuse or anything else. It's a relationship, even your relationship with your food, the food, whatever, anything, and your GPS, because I do have a relationship with my GPS. I have arguments with it, and I always thank it. Thank you for bringing me here. Or it could be Siri, it could be Alexa, I don't know, anything. So there, I offered 30-minute free, like I said. Message me on Instagram. And if you go to the State of Grace shop, let me put actually, I'm going to put that on, it's actually there. It's on my headline. If you look at my headline, there it is, the State of Grace shop. And I'm actually going to put it on the ticker. I offer discounted sessions. So you definitely want to visit that store, and it's actually super fun. It's not just, here it is. Okay, so it's 10% off the merchandise, because the relationship coaching sessions are already discounted. Okay, let's go back to narcissistic abuse. Sign number 9. Envy and jealousy. Oh, yes. He's envious of anyone who receives attention or praise, even you. That has happened to me when we're in the same business, in the entertainment business. And when I received attention or praise over him, not bueno. He did not like that. He might downplay your accomplishments or criticize you for bragging. He never did criticize me for bragging, but he kind of didn't even know what my accomplishments were. I have a whole story, but it's not the time to tell it. But yes, they do that. And why does this matter? His jealousy can stifle your personal growth and make you feel guilty for shining. Did you hear that? They make you feel guilty for shining. What is that? They want to dim your light. Why? Because then there's more spotlight on them. No, unacceptable. block, see you never. Okay. Number 10, you guys. Okay. Explosive anger or silent treatment. So when things don't go his way, he may lash out with anger or punish you with silence. Both tactics are used to regain control and make you feel small. Yes, the silence one, I've seen that happen, but not to me. And the lash out, my ex was more like the lash out. It was crazy. But the silence one can be a form of abuse. And again, we've all done some of these things, but it doesn't mean that you're fully narcissistic, have narcissistic personality disorder. Um, like I said before, love bombing, gaslighting, to me, those are like telltale. Okay. But these also pay attention to these for sure. Why it matters? Because this creates an emotional roller coaster, keeping you in a constant state of anxiety. The anxiety levels when you're with a narcissist are insane. Insane. I couldn't even tell you. And I went to food because that's when I'm anxious, I eat. And I'm sure other people probably don't eat. It just depends how you react to this whole insanity, because it is insanity. It really is. It destabilizes you, it dysregulates you. And yes, it's not your fault. It's you have control over the situation in the sense that you can leave, you can block them, you can cut ties completely. Absolutely. Why would you want that energy, that toxicity in your life, right? And when you go back, this is my advice. Whenever you go back to, oh, but he was so nice to me, and he told me he loved me, and that I was beautiful, and he's never met anyone like me. Oh, honey, no. Mm-mm. Don't go back to that, because that was the hook to get you hooked into their insanity. They they actually are fed by our negative emotions. Um, and I think that is a telltale thing. If you feel drained, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about this. If you feel drained, or if you feel like you're really tired and you're not sick or there's anything going on, watch out. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, alarm needs to ring that alarm bell. I do, believe me. So, final thought on this: recognizing these signs isn't about judging someone, okay? It's not about judging, oh, you're a narcissist, because nowadays everybody's, you're a narcissist. No, really get receipts, analyze, make sure at least they have 80% of these top 10 signs that you can spot, okay? It's really about protecting your energy and emotional well being, because it is a proven fact that when you're with a narcissist, with a toxic person, your immune system is weakened, because a doctor explained it to me. When your immune system is kind of busy with your emotional turmoil, it kind of quote unquote forgets to fight disease, or it's too into the emotional turmoil to fight the disease. I was sick constantly when I was with my narcissist, constantly. It was pathetic. If you're seeing several of these behaviors, trust your gut and prioritize your peace. Your peace is the most important thing in your life. Peace will make everything fall into place in your life. Everything, even your finances. I'm not kidding. But when you're in turmoil, everything is a mess, or eventually it's going to fall apart. Even if it seems like it's okay, eventually it's not going to be okay. So remember that a healthy relationship, well, did I just say relationship? Sorry, my Spanish tongue sometimes just bleh. So remember, a healthy relationship, okay, feels like home, not a battlefield, which is how you feel when you're with a narcissist. You feel like you're fighting a war. No, not acceptable. Let's keep the conversation going, and please comment your thoughts below or share your own experiences. And remember that you are not alone on this. Okay. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, or you just have some comments. If you want to comment, I would love to hear what your experiences have been with a narcissist, or what you know about a narcissist. If you can add some more information that I have not added, I had not put on in this live, on this live, definitely. And again, I am available for relationship coaching. If you go to the stateofgraceshop.com, there's a button on top, books and relationship coaching. And if you want, also, I have a book on narcissistic abuse that you can actually get. I'm going to post a comment first, and then I'm going to show you that book. I have a little blurb on the book, a little video on the book. So here is my friend Jessie. Hi, Grace. Wonderful Tuesday to you. How are you doing? I would like to ask if this goes back to the insecure little boy and little girl per the narcissist, the wounded child. Yes. They hurt people, hurt others, right? We heard that. And that's what this is all about. And for some reason, because of their narcissistic personality disorder, they cannot deal with that properly. Because they're not able to look at themselves, because everything is caused by the external circumstances. So yes, beautiful. I love that, because that's a conversation that we can have on another live about the narcissist and the wounded child, or just the wounded child. How we can heal that inner child, because that is a real thing, you guys. The inner child is there and very much alive in you. And it doesn't mean you have multiple personalities. It means, on a quantum physics level, I think what it means is that all the timelines, first of all, are parallel. Like the past, present, and future is all happening at the same time. So it is you in another timeline, but it's still you. Okay. So yeah, your inner child, and you can actually talk to your inner child and heal your inner child. I've done that, and it's a beautiful thing, because it's there. Okay. Don't think, oh, that's BS. It's there. Inner child is there. And now let me show you a video about the book, the narcissistic abuse book that I wrote, that you can get at the State of Grace shop. You can put Grace 10 off, and you get 10% off the book. And it's on PDF. You can read it on your phone or on your laptop. Have you ever felt like you've lost yourself, like someone else's manipulative grip was holding you back from being the strong, beautiful soul you truly are? I take you on a journey, my journey, through the darkness of narcissistic abuse to the light of freedom and self-love. Through personal stories, hard-won lessons, and powerful strategies, I'll show you how to break free from toxic patterns and reclaim your power. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of love. And my friend, you are worthy of the life you've always dreamed of. Let me help you get there. It's time to heal, to thrive, and to live life on your terms. This isn't just a book. It's your guide to a brighter, more powerful you. Grab your copy of Healing from Narcissism today, and let the transformation begin. All right. So that's what that book is about. It's really a great book. It has everything from how to spot a narcissist to healing from narcissistic abuse. So everything we talk about here is there, but kind of like summarized in a way. And it's very fast in the sense that it's a quick read, and you can absorb the information easily. Okay. And it has stories also, so you can relate to them. So is that the whole projection thing? I kind of feel bad for those people, not in the way of compassion or sympathy, but because that is what they choose. I know exactly what you mean, because that's a question. Should we have compassion and empathy for a narcissist? Yes and no. I know that sounds crazy, but yes, because they kind of were born that way. I think it's a disorder, a personality disorder. But at the same time, I feel like you said, maybe they're choosing to continue that dysfunction. Maybe, it's like somebody who has a mental illness, and which a personality disorder, like somebody with a mental illness or without, they can fall into the spectrum. So that's different from the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder. Um, but I feel like a lot of people that have mental illnesses, they choose to get better, right? And to react, to be self-conscious about, oh, well, that, I have a friend who's bipolar, right? And she, no, don't worry. That's what I meant. I apologize. No, 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 it's fine. No, I know exactly what you were saying. So I have a friend who's bipolar, and she's very self-conscious, right? And so she's like, am I boring you with this, or am I too intense on this? And I love that she asked that question, not because it bothers me. Like, I love to listen to her. She's brilliant and funny as hell. But it's like, I love that she's self-conscious. So that tells me she's not a narcissist, right? She's very self-conscious. So, but narcissists, I think, lack the power to be able to look at themselves and be like, oh, it's me who's, am I the drama? Right? Like Kim Kardashian. Am I the drama? No, oh, it was a Kim Kardashian, or it's a TikTok sound. I can't remember. But am I the drama? Yes, you are the drama. But they don't. It's like, am I the drama? No, they never ask that question. It's like, they're the drama. They made me do it, right? So I think that that's the difference. And yeah, so if you guys have more comments or questions, please feel free to show them on, to write comments, and I'll show your comments. You're part of the live. And by the way, let me show you. Let me take the comment out so I can show you. I have my t-shirt for my Christmas collection, Slay All Day. And I have mugs, and I have desk mats, and I have like 4 different things. Like, this one is one of the mugs. I love this one. It's like, I put the hoe in ho, ho, ho. That's my favorite. And then another one is resting Grinch face. And the other one, naughty or nice, but I can't remember. So let me roll. Actually, I'm going to roll it at the end, which I'm probably going to go, because I want to keep this short and sweet. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please make sure you comment, and help me grow the channel so we can help more people with narcissistic abuse, and help us grow the channel by subscribing on YouTube, The State of Grace Fraga. And if you see, I have a playlist, like I said before, called Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, and you'll see everything about it. And we're now, we have another podcast called Strength and Recovery, about getting sober. And we also have, I'm going to continue one that I started, and during my cancer journey, I had to stop it. It's called Living Well, and it's about clean living. My whole channel is about making your life better, giving you more joy, more peace, more health. So let me see. We could literally spend a week on this subject. Fascinating. Oh, a week, totally, like 24/7 a week. So yeah, that's why I love to put this up, to go back to the subject, because it is so prevalent. Like, narcissistic abuse is so common. And now with social media, we are seeing people that are talking about it. So it's like, oh, before, when I experienced it, nobody was talking about it. And it was the time when social media was for kind of like, look what I ate, and stuff like that. So I didn't know. I had to literally have a friend tell me, you're being abused. And then I had to go to a therapist. And even when we went to therapy together with my ex, he would charm the pants out of the therapist, obviously not a great therapist. And he would be like, oh, there's no problem here. Really? And then he had a therapist who allegedly said that I was the problem. She was a woman, and he was a very charming man and quite good looking. So there you go. You figure it out. I'm telling you, these people, they just drive you nuts. But anyway, so guys, thank you so much for being on the live. We go live every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. That'll be 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. And next week, I think, let me see what we're going to talk about because I have so many lives, you guys. I have to figure it out. Oh, next week is how to deal with the holiday blues. So you definitely want to tune in next Tuesday. And the rest of this week, for you guys that like the Tias, we have a Christmas special with the Tias live on Thursday, December 19th at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then if you want to hang out with me and have dinner with me on Friday, December 20th, I go live with Chat with Grace at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And that's it for this week. That's plenty. Okay. And don't forget my New Year's Eve party on December 31st. You can get the tickets at the stateofgraceshop.com. And let me put up the banner right there, the ticker. And yeah, just get it. And it's only $10. And we're going to start at 8. We're going to play games. We're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions. And instead of doing it on YouTube, I decided to do it on Zoom. So I might stream it on like as a private, I don't know. I decided to do it on Zoom because this is what I felt. I felt like for a party like that, we have to be kind of like be able to talk rather than just type, right? And so, or I might just do it on StreamYard, but that's a little harder to have that many people. I think Zoom is going to be best. So get your tickets, $10. We're going to be there from 8 to bring in the new year together. It's going to be fun. You might get a visit from Bill or Consuelo or Psychic Priscilla. So you might get a visit from them. I will show you videos that are only available on my paywall that are super fun and funny. And we will play games. We will get to know each other. We would shoot the shit. I will just try some stand-up with you and see if you like it. And you can give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. That's what we've been doing on our private parties. And I always have people on the private parties and we have a blast. It is so fun. It's like my favorite date, you guys, is dating you on a Saturday night. You guys are like the best. And I have so much fun. And so yeah, it's going to be a blast. So get your tickets at the State of Grace shop. And it's like the first thing on the website. You will see that there's a party flyer and then you can get your ticket. Okay. And remember to check out my merchandise while you're there, which is right after the ticket poster. My Christmas sleigh all day. Ho, ho, ho. All the fun. And by the way, I buy these t-shirts. The quality is amazing. They're wonderful. And the mugs are great too. The desk mats, I buy everything because I want to make sure that I like the product. So they have been tested by Grace. And if you have a problem with them or whatever, there's a defect, they just refund you right away. So you just let me know. I can actually get you the refund super quick. Anyway, you guys, if you want to contribute to, because if this live has blessed you and has enlightened you and helped you, feel free to Venmo me at Grace-FM, like Radio FM, or a Cash App is Comedian22. So thank you so much, my loves, for joining me. I love you. I want the best for you, and I want you to have joy, peace, love, and enlightenment for the rest of your lives. Have an amazing rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. Well, Consuelo will see you on Thursday. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Well, hello, Grace Nation. Are you ready to slay your holiday style? Then check out the State of Grace shop for the most fun Christmas merch around. Start your day with a mug that speaks your holiday truth, like, I put the hoe in ho ho ho, or resting Grinch face. Trust me, these mugs will make your coffee a little sassier. And these teas, honey, they are naughty and nice. Rock nice until proven naughty at the office party, or slay all day for your cozy Christmas movie marathons. Perfect for spreading laughs, love, and a little mischief. So what are you waiting for? Sprinkle some holiday magic on your wardrobe and sip your way to cheer. Head to thestateofgraceshop.com and grab your mugs and teas before Santa takes them all. Shop now, because these goodies are definitely on the nice list.